Well, forgot the chainsaw. Gotta have the chainsaw so we can cut down the little stump of a tree that's blocking the new patio section. So now we gotta do the walk of shame back to the barn. Could have drove the tractor, but there's something inside of me that says, well, you didn't do your due diligence and make sure you had all your equipment, so I think that means you should walk back, not take the tractor. So I'm walking back, and I guess doing this video at the same time. So I'll get the chainsaw, get back over there. Need to hustle because the sun is way past the center position, so only have about 3 or 4 more hours of light. So hopefully, if we have enough light left, we can hopefully get this thing completely framed in. That means we could wake up in the morning, do the decking, and we'll be done. Now, you guys, if you saw the previous video, we already done an 8x16. So, okay, April, what are we doing?
I'm working and you're videoing.
Well, beyond that, that's always the case. Looks like we have a new trailer full of lumber, and it looks like, just my best guess, is that porch is too small and we need a bigger one.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
It's not going to enclose our house the way we want it to.
The what?
It's not going to enclose, that's not big enough to enclose, so we got to build a bigger one so we can enclose it.
Well, we're still trying to figure out the enclosing part, but...
No, we're enclosing.
Well, we are going to enclose it, but we're going to put a roof on it. We're going to enclose it, but we're going to extend that one out another 16 feet because the grill's lonely over there by itself.
Yes.
And the grill wants to be over here hanging out with us, and there's just not enough room. So we're going to bring this out, even to the point of, like, once this comes out, we might do, hey, get away. We might do another 16 by 8 section here where we can close in the 8 by 16 and have it closed in. I'm sorry. It'll be the 8 by 32, close it in. Then there'll be an 8 by 16 on this side so that we can, not closed in, so we can sit out on the porch and just enjoy that view. And I'm even thinking this 8-foot section that's closed in, this whole side's going to be windows so we can see out into our really nice view there, well, especially once we get rid of this tree. But anyway, so we got all of our tools, got our 4x4s, got our porch to extend, got our lumber to extend it. Now we got to get to work.
We have our supervisors.
And we got our little supervisors. All right, now get to work. I'm gonna film it.
So Bobby's going to take down this tree stump on a tree trunk. I'm not real sure, but this is a tree that was there. It was a pretty tree, but we decided we didn't want it there, so we cut it down. And Bobby's going to take it down. Look at my man in his overalls. And his tool belt. Yeah, baby. Look at them muscles. Watch out, Max. Don't let the tree land on you.
Here we go.
Good job, honey.
Okay, we're having to level out the area so as the board comes over, our little patio block set flush, since that's a downward grade this way, we're gonna have to square off each one. And then also look at this mess over here. Look. Look. Spoiled. Spoiled. Explain yourself.
I spoiled them.
Okay. Hey, hold on. Come get this. Come here. Let's measure this. We gotta measure this on camera because this is crazy. So, all we did is I threw up that board on there and made it level with the deck, which was pretty easy because the deck's already level. So I just basically screwed it on and then double checked it. We just ran this board. We have that tacked up with one screw and one screw over here just to kind of get things in order. We ran this corner, tacked it up, got things in order, dug it out. Now check out the inside of this measurement. Go to the top of the board. No, top of the board, yeah, right there. Now, I need this to be 93. Is that not crazy?
Without even trying, baby. That's just how good we are.
Well,
no,
look,
it's us.
We were trying.
No, it's us.
We were trying, yeah, I hear you. Anyway, look at that, 93 perfect. So we'll cut the board. I'm gonna get to use my framer for the first time. Yeah, I screwed that deck all the way together. This one's gonna be actually nailed. Frame's gonna be nailed properly. I'm excited. That came out perfect. Hope the next section does that well.
This toy for the first time.
First time I've ever owned a framing gun, so I'm pretty stoked about it. It worked really well on my test board. So
Which is somewhere over there.
Try this for the first time.
Here he goes. Max doesn't like it.
Might hurt their ears. You might need to put them up.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got the first 8x8 section framed. Now we're going to start working on the second one. Now, everything was so amazing, and everything was lining up so great, and everything was awesome, except I didn't measure from the inside of that corner to the inside of that corner, but I did measure from the outside of that corner to the outside of this corner, and everything's perfect. And I measured on the outside of that corner of that board, not this, that board, from that corner to that corner, outside corner, everything's great. However, if I would have measured from the inside of that corner to the inside of that corner, what I would have realized was this board is not the same, it's not screwed in to the same place that this one is. Therefore, as we cut these boards, they had to get longer and longer. So we're going to make sure that the outside is square. The inside won't be, this board will be this way, but it's okay because you'll never know. But we'll just make sure that the outside is correct and everything will be fine. Right? Can't see you. Got a big shiner on. Alright, update. We're almost done. However, we did a very bad calculation. We did 16 feet divided by 2. No, 16 feet times 2, because that's how many of these 6-inch boards you're going to need. And we bought exactly 32. Duh. But we didn't cut these boards, so it's not 16 feet. It's like 16 feet and some such. And we're gonna run out of boards. So thankfully, I think we have some up at the barn. We'll check in the morning. If not, we'll do that. But that is our pier. We just need to screw these boards down in the morning. Cut those caps, because April won't let me do it. And we'll cut those caps in the morning, and we'll screw this down. We'll rip that back to make it very straight. And we have another 16 foot of porch, and I think it's going to look really good. You can't tell. We'll have to do a picture in the morning, but I think it's going to be real nice looking off into the woods there. Very excited. Anyway, time to go to bed. We're on our way. We're gonna go ahead and put our decking boards on this morning. But April and I are having a hard time concentrating because something's happening down there. And we're being
Don't like it.
Yeah, we're being nosy. And there's a lot of noise going on down there. Here. We don't know what it is.
Hey, come on. Let's work again.
Look. I gotta know what's going on down there.
I got cars to load. Let's go. Got a wedding to go to. Woohoo!
Got a wedding to perform.
Not until tomorrow. Today we got a rehearsal to go to.
Not a rehearsal.
A celebration dinner.
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
Alright, so we had calculated the exact amount of boards. We came up here and checked our little stock. We got a little bit of stock of wood. And by the way, that'll be another video. We haven't decided where we're gonna put it on the property, but we're gonna have us a little wood supply. So we're gonna build us a covered area with a just simple lean-to or something that can store some extra lumber for projects, because we are gonna be all about projects here. Anyway, we got three more decking board here. So hopefully that will make up for our lack of buying extra. Always buy extra. We also didn't buy extra screws, assuming we'd have enough decking screws. So we think we're gonna run out, so April's actually in there checking now with Mr. Frog, see if he's got us any more. Let's go see. Well, looks like we're gonna have to go back to the store and get decking screws. I have exterior screws that says exterior screws also can be used on decking, and we put down 2 boards with it, but they're just, I don't like the way that they're kind of splitting the top of the board. So we're just gonna wait, and I'm gonna go to the store and we're gonna get the same decking screws that we used last time, and then we'll finish it up. And yes, we're gonna need 2 and a little bit more boards over here. So we're gonna have to rip down one of these boards, and we have 3 boards, thankfully. Between the last build and this build, we have the exact amount of boards, thank you Lord. So we have the exact amount of boards we need to wrap this up. Now all we need to do is just have the decking board screws, which I don't know what I was thinking of not getting the decking screws. We're also thinking about extending this out 8 foot this way, so that we can have all that enclosed, but have a grill that would sit right here that would be not enclosed. But we don't really know if we want to do that yet, because it's just not clear. Plus, I don't want to really mess up my view out here. So if I put the deck out here with the grill, I think it might mess up my view from the window, because my desk sits right there. So I don't really want to mess up my view here. So we might just come out another 8 feet here. Or another option is to basically enclose up to right there, leaving this part for the grill, so we can just grill out with a cover, but then that being enclosed. So in the winter we can enjoy the enclosure, in the summer we can, if we want to be outside in the open, we can be out here, but then we can sit in there also. So we don't know. We'll see. We're still trying to decide. I think the next step though is to get this framed in with a roof. That is 9 feet right there under that eave. So I think we'll go right under that eave and come down across to the 8 feet over here. And we'll do an 8 foot wall over here, a 9 foot wall over there, and have a lean-to. And then over here we'll have a lean-to. And then I will drop down to the 8 foot, so that, like, for blow in and things like that. So we'll see. And I don't know. For now, we have extended the porch. I am very happy. So yesterday when we went to Lowe's and we bought this wood, I could have swore that porch cost around $700. Problem is we bought it in two different outings. This time we bought this, and based on the amount, the 2x6s, I think the 2x6s were $136. And then the decking board ended up being the expensive piece of like $230 or something. And then the block was like, I want to say no, 40, 30, 36, because we have 4 for $8 and something. Anyway, this ended up only costing about 400 bucks. You know, that's minus the screws, because we already had a bunch of screws, and of course, we already had the 4x4s, so we didn't have to buy the 4x4s. So I guess if you add the 4x4s, which we used one 4x4, well, maybe two, no, we used two 4x4s, and then of course the decking screws. So I would probably estimate this thing out to be in about 450. Yeah, about 450 for the extension. So if you think about this whole 8 foot wide by 32 long, 32 plus, 32 long, that probably cost us all in all $800, $900 for the full porch. I'm very excited about it. Can't wait to get a roof on it, because I'm really tired of everything getting wet. And I'd love to get the grill. I need to get the grill over here, so we can just come out, grill, take off back inside. Not that that's a long way away, but you track all this dirt back into the house, and I'm tired of tracking dirt into the house. I gotta teach April how to use that to wipe her feet off. Oh, anyway, so very happy with the progress, but we need to get some more decking board or decking screws. We're gonna get those tonight when we go to town. I still don't know what that is down there, but they're doing something. April said when we leave, we're gonna go out and turn right and go go be nosy and see what's going on. All right, well, time to put up all the tools. So I'm gonna go put up all the tools, get the batteries charging, and then I'm gonna come out here and see if I can cut down that tree. Or not cut down the tree, but cut up the tree and get it out of here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that big piece right there. I'll probably just bring out my sledge, beat the crap out of it. I'll try to record it. Out here just looking at some of the land. I've never walked this piece of the property before, so I kind of wanted to get out here and see what does it look like, and you know, what can we do with it. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to get out here and see, since I've never walked it. Need to kill some time, but I don't really want to. There's nothing I can really start that I could complete before I have some other things I have to go do. So figured I'd just walk in here, look around, let you guys see. It's a bunch of woods. Nothing really out here. I have a lot of pines. I want to kind of thin out the pines and let some of the other. I'd love to see more hardwoods, because pines fall over easy. Not that we're gonna be out here, but if I was to do something out here, I don't really want things falling on whatever I put out here. You hear that car pass. This side of the property is awesome, but that highway right there, a lot of traffic noise. So we're out in the country, but because we have a highway going across, you get a lot of that highway noise. Kind of takes away from the ambiance of being in the woods. Because listen. Hear that cricket? Hear that bird off in the distance? It's just beautiful. But then all of a sudden, here comes a car. Kind of ruined it. Let's go take a look at the other side of the property. There's this is part of a 9-acre slot, and then over there we have an 8-acre slot that I haven't really walked at all. So we got plenty of room to kind of expand and do stuff on, which is exactly what we wanted. So when we moved here, what we wanted is a place to be able to do some projects, to have some room to do some projects, and we have it now. So I don't think for the next 20 years, 30 years of my life, which on average, if you live to be an average 70 years old, then that's it. So I've got about 30 more years. And that's about it. So I think we'll spend the next 30 years doing stuff here. And then we'll call it quits, and I guess my nieces will inherit. Nieces and nephews will inherit it, and then they can do whatever they want to with it. But anyway, see what's on this side. I'm gonna drop the camera for a minute so I can pay attention where I'm going. Continuing to walk through, I've got to make my way to the house, but look at this. And another big old tree with a bunch of roots pulled up. What makes one tree, or two trees, because it's two trees, what makes two trees just fall over? Is the ground just weak here? Like, look at that. Let's walk around. Look at this. I mean, here, let me put it in perspective. Is that better? I mean, look at that. It's not tiny. I mean, it might be hard to tell on that side of the camera, but look at that. That's not a tiny root system. Guess it didn't have enough deep roots. But look. I mean, if I get in here, it's taller than me. I mean, it's a big mess. Crazy. I guess the roots didn't go deep enough. Boy, I need to shave. I'm about to go shave. Gotta get ready. Gotta get wedding prepped. So, remember the wedding I mentioned earlier? There they are. All married up. I didn't cry. I shook a lot. I was very nervous. Very hard not to cry. But look at them back there. Very happy for them.